Welcome back to London and another video. This week's video is going to be exploring the night scenes. It's the week before Halloween, so I feel like nighttime, things are getting darker, things are getting colder. I feel like it's going to be a good time to do some night shooting. There's tons of neon in cities, especially London. SoHo has tons of it. I like shooting it, and this camera copes well with it. So fingers crossed we can get some good shots. I'm going to show you how I compose some of my images. Let's go from there, see what we can get. So one of the things when shooting night photography is you've always got to look for the light. There's less natural light when you're shooting at night time, but there's tons of places you can go, especially in places like London, that have light that's unnatural, like these big screens at Tottenham Court Road. You can always get something here, but cities are filled with neon and I love shooting it. So we're going to start here and move around Piccadilly Circus, Soho way, and get some night scenes that way. So welcome to Old Compton Street, our first stop of tonight, mainly for this place behind me. It's not what it seems though, it's actually a restaurant. People don't think that, people think it's an adult shop. It's not, it's a restaurant. Quite a good disguise really. Really nice place actually. So lovely bit of neon, creating a nice bit of silhouette as people walk past it or stand out front of it. It'd be quite good. I always take photos of it, so many people do it, it's quite popular. But yeah, let's go, see what we can get, and then move further into Soho. So I've showcased the Curzon Theatre before. It's proper like old-timey looking. You've got loads of neon. It's really Soho themed. If you think neon is related to Soho and nightlife, it really comes alive at night. Chinatown's just over there, so it's on the corner of Thrift Street and Chinatown. And yeah, I think it's a really good place to get some shots. Always busy, but on the occasion that it's not, you can get some solo subjects lit underneath the veranda here and you'll be able to get some nice shots there. I think it looks really nice. I think it's probably one of the best places to get shots in Soho, and that is saying something. So in Chinatown now, there's tons of places you can get shots, tons of people eating in front of really fancy like backlit restaurants and stuff like that. But the main location that a few people know is this specific restaurant called Beijing Dumpling. And it's mainly because people are cooking right in front of that window and it's always steamy where it's so hot. So you can get some nice texture in the foreground and people in the background. I got this image in the past at this location. I love this image to pieces, but there are tons of different places, tons of different scenes you can get here. It's always rammed as well, so get it while you're passing. If you're ever here, it's a great place to get some shots. Like I say, always sort of a bit of texture in there, nice subjects wearing contrasting clothing. It works as an image, it really does. So we're at the back side of Piccadilly Circus, and I don't know if you can hear it because of the microphone, but especially closer to a weekend or after work hours, you're always going to get people outside of a pub, which can create some really good shots. People are expressive, as you can see, it's packed. You've always got someone to take photos of. You've always got a subject in your scene, and then you've just got to wait for the right moment. I'm shooting this corridor here because of the ceiling, and I feel like it creates quite a unique perspective, especially if you get the right subject walking through. Other than that though, we're going to have a quick walk around here and then do a couple of loops. So visit the same places but do a couple of loops because the subject's always changing. So it's always good to revisit and just loop around to see what you can get. I like this area. I really do though, yeah. So we're at Piccadilly Circus now. The main screens of Piccadilly Circus are just over there. And there is tons of potential for shots in this location because you've got the underground station and there's tons of entrance ways on pretty much every sidewalk area. You got the underground signs pretty much on every place, and the stairs lead down into some pretty bright conditions so you can silhouette people as they walk down. It creates quite a nice shot. I've got shots like that in the past. They work well in monochrome as well. Other than that, I'm working this reflection at the minute from the window, and you see the Nespresso sign at the other side of the street. That goes white occasionally, and you can see silhouettes. I'm hoping to get a subject walking past that. I think it looks better as a reflection, but I might walk over there and see if I can just get it as it is as well. Who knows? But yeah, the reason I'm here and not standing over there is because it's very loud. Standing outside that pub was very loud. So yeah, out of the crowds a little bit, but still you can see Piccadilly Circus and you can see what I'm sort of working with here. Of course, as well, while you're walking, you always look out for little pools of light like this because it can create a nice highlight for your subjects when they walk into it. But also, on top of that, busy streets like this always has a bus or several coming down at one time. So you'll be able to get people sitting in the bus. Usually they've got light on them directly, which lights their face quite nice, gives them quite a mystical effect. It's quite nice. I think I've shot a few buses tonight. I think one or two of them come out well. We're going to head towards Green Park. I'm going to show you the quieter side of London at night and other places that I like to shoot. And then I'll call it there. So let's continue on. We're nearly at Green Park now. And then after that, I'll show you the Mall and Buckingham Palace sort of side, because there's some really nice scenes that you can get down there as well. So a quick stop off at the Mall. Buckingham Palace is just down there. We're heading about halfway down the Mall now because there's a set of stairs. I've shown it off in a previous video, but I took one of my best photos I think I've ever taken, my personal favorites, at this location at night, and it creates some incredible scenes. If you want something else that you can go and shoot though, just inside there is St James's Park. I'm not going to go in there today, but there is a bridge about halfway down the lake that's all lit up and nice. And if you can capture people walking across that bridge, once they hit the lamps on the either end, they light up quite nice and you can see the bridge all lit up. I'll put a picture of took previously on screen. It looks like this. You can create something similar. It is nice. And this is sort of the quieter side of nighttime street photography in places that I like to shoot. You can go around the parade square and up towards Westminster, and then it starts to get a bit more hustle and bustle again. And then of course you've got the South Bank, which is a whole nother video in of itself, where I will just spend my time along the South Bank. So let's continue on to that location and then I'll show you that and we'll end it at that location. So let's go. And here it is, the final location. This set of stairs has got me an incredible image, and you can sort of see why. The railings of the stairs are lit from underneath, which as people walk across creates a lovely silhouette. And yeah, people sit on the stairs like I'm doing and like they're doing over there, and that's how I got this image, and I absolutely love it. Everything about it, the leading lines to the subject with the stairs, the silhouette, the perfect height of the subject against these railings, it worked really well. And it took me ages to wait for someone to actually sit and wait. And I think that's about it, right? When you're walking around nighttime, there's less light. You've got to hunt for the light and work the scene more. So whereas you might be shooting and running around, you can't always do that at nighttime. So you need to wait and find the right moments. And you don't need a lot of light to create a good image. That bridge in St. James's Park that you just saw, hardly lit at all. It's only 2 lamps at either end. And there's not a lot of light there, but it worked really well. Same here, it's not massively well lit, but it's just enough light to create the right scene. There is a person walking up that I'm gonna try and grab. It won't beat my original image, but I love this location. I hope you enjoyed this video. There's plenty more places that I will go at night and you will see in future videos. So get subscribed if you haven't already. There's new videos every Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy Halloween that's coming up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.